Thunderball. Some give it to, some give it to, some give it to our girls. 5,040,000 naughty shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, all my girls. Thunderball say, well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Because the girl them broke out on the floor. From you don't wanna work with performer. From you don't wanna man where can't turn you on. Girl, make I see you when them upon ya. Can't stand for the long, nah. Eat no yam, no steamed fish, no green banana. But down in Jamaica, we give it to you hot like a sauna. Well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Pump expose and girl, you got it test out. But you know we are sad, cause girl, you empress out. And if it is out of me, if it is out, cause I got the remedy for make you de-stress out. Me have a flat to become, you got bless out. And girl, if you want it, you have to confess out. And a life where we need set speed, if it is my chest out. Well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Girl, love some crazy now. This straight drop it and a Bridget and flavor show. Oh, oh. Time for me make the baby now. To stop war like you, I get shady, yo. Oh, oh. Woman, don't play me now, cause I'm a fits and fat, not greedy, yo. Oh, oh. My loving is the way to go. My loving is the way to go. Well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. When they roll with a player like me, with a brother like me, girl, there is no other. No need to talk it right here, the spark it right here, keep it undercover. Come in love how you fit in your blouse and you fat in your jeans, I'm a wild discover. Everything about you, baby girl, can you hear when me utter? Well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Because the girl them broke out on the floor. From you don't wanna work with performer. From you don't wanna man where can't turn you on. Girl, make I see you when them upon ya. Can't stand for the long, nah. Eat no yam, no steamed fish, no green banana. But down in Jamaica, we give it to you hot like a sauna. Well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the
Bitter bang bang. You can tell I didn't pick that song. Tell I was in a rush there, can't you? Shit. Been letting Louise pick the songs and they all been like, you know, Ibiza, bad Ibiza tunes. You know, really bad boy tunes. And then I'm trying to scroll up there. Trying to scroll up and it won't let me scroll up the messages now. So that's why I missed loads of messages there. But just do a few big up mates in the chat. Big up Northern King, mate. Nutter, big up, mate. Amanda, big up, mate. Ludon, big up, mate. Belfast Finest, big up. Big up Dave Smudger Smith. Big up Fairy Fizz. Jim Smith, you alright, mate? Crazy behaviour. Big crazy behaviour, but we've got Jim watching tonight, Zeus, so we have to got to up a game a little bit tonight. You know, when Zeus is watching, because you don't want to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, turn YouTube on and have Zeus ripping the ass out of you in front of 3 people. You know what I mean? You just don't know who's going to be listening. And then even worse, if he does a tea time one and he's in a Raj. It's proper on one today, like Jimbo. I'll have to stop, say Jimbo, because it's just like just think people, everyone knows he's called Jim, you know what I mean? But you've got Jim Smith, haven't you? And they're very similar characters, aren't they, Zeus and Jim? I think in the real life, they'll have a lot more in common than they expect. That boss dog Tash there. Yeah, I tell you, cracks me up at the minute. People, I don't know what people think of him, Mossberg. Mossberg, he's fucking hilarious, man. He's been torturing the life out of me. So I was talking to Flavors today, and he had the camera just like this, you know. And so instead of like focusing on like the host, you know, you don't have to stare at us out, but no, you don't expect him to say, "Moon, why is your headboard made of pallet wood? Have you smashed the pallet up to make your headboard or something like that?" I said it the other day. If my face took 95% of this whole screen up, Mossberg would see something in the 5% and rip the piss out of you for it. Don't tell Louise, right? I've actually treated myself to a few cans of Guinness because I'm not gonna lie, right? My drink, like I've cut down loads on the drink. Yeah, make sure we hit the like, because you know what? I had a quick look. I'm just quickly going away from that, right? I had a quick look at in the YouTube studio the other day, and I was just flicking up through old lives and that, and I used to get like 50 likes. Now you can't even like be lucky if I get 20. Like, I'm over the moon, but I'm not going to keep banging on about it, you know what I mean? But so anyway, what were we saying? No, I am listening. I'm listening. You asked Louise, right? I basically don't eat cheese anymore, like hardly any cheese. Right? And that's what the doctor said, cheese and alcohol. I bet I drink 10, 20% of what I used to drink. You know, and it's not binge drinking. It's a couple of cans, you know what I mean, even there. And obviously, like, this time tomorrow, I'll know whether I have to get my arm chopped off in it. This time tomorrow, I might have no arm. So I just thought I'd have a few beers now, you know. Say bye-bye to the arm. It's good though, because I actually do get to find out tomorrow what it is, like why my arm's not working. Northern King's got the same thing where he breaks out on his ass. He gets all these spots on his ass. Amanda was telling us. Said because he's been doing that many lives and he's sat down in the kitchen all day, he's got piles. But it's not just piles, it's like loads of daft mad spots all over his ass cheeks. Who else is in here? Oh, Quaver's going to the forest like on Saturday. Forest. She's going raving in the forest. Like, I've heard it's going to piss down right over that forest where Quaver is. I've seen the weather, and it said absolute washout. They were good then, weren't they, the Tidy Boys? I have been called Robocop like quite a few times, like. I've never been called pitch halfway line head. Let me stick this link out because sinking faster than a lead balloon here. Just remember, Zeus is watching. Just remember, Dougie Joyce loves you. Yeah. Some mad stuff to talk about. What happened just from last night, even. PD last night, man. Did anyone see that? Fucking hell, man. What's happening, right said Fred? Yeah, bye. Mermaid, what's happening? There's the link. Dave Smudger Smith. Oh, I'll watch. So has anyone seen Mobland? Have we all seen Mobland? Pierce Brosnan, in it? Pierce Brosnan. Not lying there, man. Pierce Brosnan. Wrong one. Cartman, what's happening, me old mucker? Pick up yourself, Cartman. A real fisherman there, Cartman. A real angler. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. No doxing, right? Get on. Like, I've seen that there. I think I've. Oh no, I've blocked the wrong person. Yeah, there's a bit of doxing going on there, like some absolute batty fish. I know I heard that last night. Did I hear you say that Lammy had done that himself? Throwing the old what's it called? Plot twist. Lammy's doxing himself. Wouldn't surprise me anyway. It's very nice. So this is what Quaver does when she's painting. She puts a pair of knickers on her head. Crazy, them Scousers, man. I think it's just before they go to raves, they try to get in the mood, you know what I mean? They do mad stuff like that. I don't know how Lammy's got the energy like. He's been up for about 8 days. It must be Fizz, like. I've never heard of it, like. But what I'll do for you, Quaver, every time I'm in a live, I'll ask them if any other Scousers put knickers on the head before raves. Just see what's, just see if there's any truth in it, like, or if it's just you. When I try to delete that there, I deleted the message underneath it. Oh, Mermaid's in, she'll get the blame for it anyway, so we're all right. We're all right, man. So if we'll have to stop mentioning knickers because Northern King apparently has got this knicker fetish. What Amanda was telling me about as well. She said, don't tell him, but she said her thongs keep going missing. Said she's lost about 6 thongs this week. She's only found them. She only found them in King's bottom drawer, right at the back. Yeah. Yep, one of them. Yeah, that was it. One of them was a pair of Frenchies as well. You know, Frenchies, like them lacy things. So don't be surprised if he ever does a camera slip and he is sat in like a pair of French knickers. He admitted the other day that he wears wife beater like Decker. So he sat in a wife beater. I'm not sure of the colour, but definitely a French pair of knickers. What's happening? Raspberry Ripple 76. I'm going to stick my neck out and say that Raspberry Ripple is 49-year-old. Sorry about that. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Look, Willie. Willie's in, so we'll have OG in any minute. And then all the Scottish will just start fighting with each other like they always do. Camaraderie is like, it's heartwarming, isn't it? Andy, you're right. You haven't just come in and found Mobland on your screen, mate. I know I've been told I look like him, Pierce Brosnan out of Mobland. And then also today, I'll do it properly because this was another impression that I found quite funny. Like, so Mossberg said I look like I'm driving. I should be driving a Skoda in Donetsk. Yeah, got you.
Definitely me.
Yo,
I've been busy painting all day.
Right.
So if anyone accuses me of doing anything today, this is where my hands have been, in a paint bucket, not on a phone, doxing anyone.
Yeah.
So I've not done shit today. I've not even been on. Like I said, Moon, when I saw you in Flaves earlier, I went, right, I'm listening, I'm off painting. And I've not been on till now.
I don't mind a bit of painting, me, like, what? I don't mind it, like, but obviously after tomorrow I'll only have one arm, so I'll probably have to pack painting. So
have you got to go for surgery then tomorrow?
No, I just get the results tomorrow. I've just been having a bit of banter about it all day, but I will like find out for definite tomorrow what it is.
I hope so, because at least then you can start some form of treatment.
That's what I mean. At least then I can start thinking about life with one arm, can't I, or one hand?
Yeah, I'm not bloody good
for a new one.
Like I said, with my physio, we always said about if you haven't got anything around, you know, like them stretching bands, to roll up a pair of socks and use that, you know, like a bit like a stress ball to like get your fingers moving.
Yeah.
So it might just be worth you doing that, like that's like your daily exercise is fucking around with a ball of socks.
I honestly like don't know what they're going to say, Mermaid. You know what I mean? I haven't got a clue.
It may be mental. It may be a case of it's not even, the pain's not even coming from your arm. You know what I mean? It might be coming from your shoulder or your neck or somewhere in your spine. You just don't know, do you?
No. That's
But
it. And
either
like,
way,
I've never had out anything like this before. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I have been taking the mick and making fun out of it like for a month now, but like,
Yeah, but it's the basic things you don't realise, do you, till something like this happens, like cleaning your teeth or, you know, being able to do certain things that you just take for granted on a daily basis.
yeah,
So I do feel for you.
100%, that's what it is. But anyway, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is this your first paddle today?
Yeah, technically, yeah. Because obviously I jumped on this morning and flares before I started painting, and then that's when I said to you, right, I'm off going painting. And I've still got the ceiling to do, so I'll still probably be doing it at 11 o'clock tonight before anyone says, like, I've done anything. I've done nothing.
Have you been watching Northern Kings on a night?
I saw last night's, obviously, because obviously I bounced on the panel.
It's been like that for 3 nights.
As
Mental. Absolutely mental. Like, did you see PD?
no, I didn't. I think I jumped off just before, just as he came on. I was a bit like stressed out last night.
He was funny. Like, he was funny.
Was he?
Yeah, didn't you see the jacket he had on? He had a biker jacket on, like with no arms on, the big leather thing with all these badges on.
Right.
One of the badges was like vice president, right? He was good. You'll never get one of these. You'll never get one of these.
What was it, like a biker jacket or something?
What he was trying to say, that he tries to say that he's in a biker gang and he's the vice president.
Yeah.
He was being serious, but then the next minute, right, he pulls this big knife out.
Oh, fucking hell. What, on CNK?
Yeah, he pulled a big knife up the camera like that. He went, pulled this big, it looked like a cricket bat, right? Pulled it out and just went, snorted a big line of it.
Fucking hell.
It was mental.
You've not got a strike for that, have you, TNK?
It just went. He think he's deleted it at the end, but it was absolutely mental. It was like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, fucking hell.
Just telling everyone he's going on this bike. He's with his gang on the 20th of July down London. And they're on like a bike ride, you know, where they all like with the jackets on and all that.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it's different, Cartman, because I'm doing it. I'm not like actually painting inside. It's like a communal porch. So I'm literally going to be painting the floor last, because obviously everywhere's white, and then obviously the flooring's black. So I'm sort of doing the walls and the ceiling where all the spiders are. And then like once that's all dry, like then I'll put like the garage paint down on the floor.
You know what? Like Louise loves spiders, right? They don't bother her. She's one of these who will like pick one up, you know what I mean, or keep it in a matchbox or something.
Yeah. I'm not bothered about domestic normal spiders. I was saying this to Peggy yesterday, but tarantulas, they just shit me up, or them jumping spiders or trapdoor spiders.
Ray,
Yeah.
eight-legged fucking freaks. Let's move on.
You're all right.
What's happening now?
I don't like them. I don't like them.
I can't hear you there. Your mic right down.
Oh, are you scared of spiders?
Yeah, I don't like them. Yes.
I was scared of mummy spiders, you know.
You shit yourself in Australia then.
Definitely. Can you hear us properly? Am I quiet? Am I?
You're all right there now.
You're all right. I can hear you. You're fine. Could be a little bit louder, but you know what I mean. You audible.
It's always here. It's just that's it. That's it.
I'm on my laptop.
Audible. It's nothing more than audible, you know.
You need to get yourself rigged up with radio babs and say, give me some of that radio equipment that you must be chucking out. You must replace it with new stuff. Give me your old mic. That's what wins radio babs half of it. Battle's a decent microphone where the rest of us are just trying to shout through a toilet roll. And
yeah, she's got a brilliant mic, hasn't she?
She's got brilliant audio, hasn't she? That mic's brilliant that she's got. You could hear a mouse fart on that microphone.
Oh, I heard a moth fart. I had a moth fart on it.
Yeah. So are you good, TNK? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm alright. Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, mate,
Yeah,
that'll do.
That'll do, yeah.
yeah. Sorry
Nice
about that as
about-
well to you, T and K, bringing it on last night, but I had to address it with Lammy, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I
don't worry about
wasn't,
it.
I don't want to go on Lammy's panel, but at the same time, I'm not having him lying like straight out going, I've not been posting pictures. He was doing it again last night after your live, and then he's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
doing
yeah,
it again today. Yeah, I'm a liar and I've made it up.
I've been watching him. I've been watching him and Cass, and Lammy is just sneaky as fuck. Like,
Told you that a year ago, everyone, and the amount of shit I took for it, TNK, when I said it. And that was a
Yeah.
year ago when everyone was like, no, he's not. How dare you say that? He's like the nicest person. And I was just like, I know him offline, you lot don't. You know what I mean? I've seen the way he slagged people off and then gone on panels minutes later with him and acted like their best friend. And like I said, that's why Woo Mobile jogged him on and blocked him, because he was doing exactly the same to her.
and then
Oh,
he
you know
denies
what
it,
will happen
you know,
tonight,
and-
mate? I'll be getting slagged off for letting you on and like, oh, he never mermaids never goes on his panel.
But I do though, you know what I mean? I've been on yours loads of times. Like when you
Yeah.
used to do your
Comment
quizzes.
off the screen. Take that comment off the screen. My name wants to look at Randy's face.
What's that?
I
Oh,
might be a
you
bit slow today,
dirty
like
boy.
as usual.
Gary Speed. I bet he was speedy as well. I bet he moved like fucking anything across the floor.
How do you?
You know
when,
what I don't like when they shed the
Yes,
skin?
yeah.
That's what really freaks me out.
I'm not one about them. I just didn't like them at all. I didn't like the little ones. I didn't like the big ones. I didn't like the hairy
I
ones.
don't like the
hairy
medium
ones.
sized ones,
I don't like any of them. We'll just move
the
on.
little chubby fucker ones.
There's not many. I mean, if you put flies on them, I wouldn't be scared. But the fuck, I haven't
Oh,
got-
yeah.
Nah.
Have
Yeah.
you seen that? Have you seen that thing on Snapchat where people, it looks like a spider's running over the faces?
No.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
That's funny.
And you're not very good at reading the room, are you? Everyone wants to move on from the fucking.
I know.
spider.
Moving on now, mate.
Yeah.
I don't like them either.
T and K just wants to talk about fluffy bunny rabbits.
I've just
You're
blocked
not
your
scared
missus
of
as
them, are you?
well. I've just blocked your missus in the chat there, man.
It's his knicker fetish I want to hear about.
Me knicker fetish.
Definitely
You don't
got a
hear
knicker
him knicker fetish. Aye. Amanda's got a big mouth. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I don't know why I said yeah then. Sorry. I'm not tired, Amanda. I just agreed with him and then realised, like, oh shit, that was just technically slagging you off. Sorry, Amanda.
I do
Nice
I
that,
don't know
man.
what size you
Nice
said
one.
that.
Nice one. Nice one.
Sometimes you just don't want to listen to you, and you just agree with them, don't you?
I do. Like if I'm zoning out and someone's talking to us, I just say yeah a lot. Like I do on this channel a lot. Like,
Can you remember PD, mate, last night? Can you remember that though?
I remember bits of it. I can't really remember a lot of it. Like
That was funny. That that was fucking
I
funny.
can't
That
really remember.
everyone was
did he
ripping
have-
him in the chat. The whole chat was ripping him, man, saying, "Look at them badges on his top from Temu," and he was going like 1%ers. He reckons he's in the 1%ers bike gang.
It's not.
Never even heard of that.
No 1%er is what the bikers say is there's 1% are only the only 1% are only outlaw bikers, criminal bikers. The 1% that's they're called 1%ers.
Good
But
of the
that's
Hells Angels. That's about it. That's about as far as my biker knowledge goes.
I don't know what bike club he was in. Like he didn't show any.
It's still a big thing, like bike clubs. You know,
I'm
fans,
assuming
such
so.
They're even bigger than Sons of Anarchy.
well, that's it, innit? That's
It's been
the look
going
you've
since the
gone
Mods
for.
and Rockers, hasn't it? In the 60s was like probably
It's a
the
good
first sort of.
It's a good job Danny J watched fucking Vikings before he watched fucking Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, that's fucking.
How can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be all in leathers with a fucking Harley, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So, did he only like turn into a Viking after he watched that, like, or did he just think he was born a Viking anyway?
He just turned into a Viking after he watched that. I kind of did, you know what I mean? I kind of did when it's not you do. I just bought weapons, you know what I mean? I just
You
went
all
into
want to
the
be Ragnar, don't you? You all want to be Ragnar, don't you?
I used to have an account on here called Ragnar years ago, years and years. Ragnar of Lothbrok, it was called years and years and years ago.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what
went through that era myself when I was a kid, started putting tea towels on my head after watching Little House of Prairie.
I was a fucking adult, like.
Putting tea towels around your head. What, like Dan Riley, like a bandana?
Yeah,
Moon watch
Run round.
Brokeback Mountain. Moon watch
Run round
Brokeback
like a little
Mountain.
Mormon.
Yeah.
Someone said today that I look like Alexandra Usyk.
Who's
So I
that?
thought,
Is that a boxer?
best boxer in the world, yeah. You know,
Right.
like,
But that's a compliment, at least.
I didn't know he was gay, man.
At least you didn't get someone in Spain going through passport control saying you look like Myra Hindley, like of all the people who want to be fucking resembled as.
It's never happened to me either, that, to be fair, like.
Fucking cheeky twat.
Northern King's been pulled up a few times, like for looking like Fred West. You know, Fred West.
It's not me, man. That's just when I'm with Amanda. It's Rose West when I'm with Amanda. It's not me.
Oh, that's it, yeah. Yeah.
I'm the handsome one. Can't ever
You can't box with one arm, Moon. Lou's saying, Lou.
Jim, that is correct, right? And you know what? It's also Muhammad Ali's birthday as well. Mine, Muhammad Ali, and Alexandra Usyk, all the same birthday.
Wow. How'd you feel
Oh,
to be
is
in
that
there?
now? Is it your birthday now then, or has it already been?
No, it's
Obviously, don't
Capricorn.
yourself.
I'm a Capricorn.
Right.
Why are you bringing it up then? What's relevant about your birthday? Then? Exactly, mermaid. I get you. I get where you were going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jim.
It's only because Jim
was
said
showing off
about his birthday, so I was just about to say happy birthday, but I didn't want. You know how people do it in chat when they go happy birthday, so everyone starts saying happy birthday, and then someone will pipe up like it's not even my birthday. Like, are you dickhead?
Yeah. Cyprus, Craig, Cyprus. If you want to buy one.
I've heard Jim's got the same birthday as Jimmy Somerville, you know, out with the communards. Norris says, is that true, Norris, or are you winding me up? Ted Bundy.
Nah, I can believe that. Like, I can believe you've got the same birthday as Ted Bundy, like. Yeah. And who's that one? Who's that one that fucking who's meant to have got his stomach pumped and it was fucking 2 litres of spunk? Because I can imagine you have the same birthday as him as well, man. You know,
I think
just the way you dressed
as well.
Just the way you dressed, like.
It was him out. Yeah, no, that was him out of Bronski Beat.
Was it? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Is this a true story? I just thought you'd made this up for shits and giggles.
I don't think it was 2 litres, but I think it was a pint or something, wasn't it?
Right, someone's saying Mark Holmond it was.
Could have been Mark Holmond.
But they do look like Jimmy Somerville and Mark Holmond, don't they? They do look a bit similar.
A pint, 2 litres, it's still being a man's stomach, that's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah, it's put me off my pint of milk now.
Yeah, but what I couldn't believe, that you might not have seen it, that the last series of I'm a Celebrity, the old pastor bloke who he was dead old, dead tall, creepy bloke, looked dead scary. He was a pastor. He was in Bronski Beat. He was the other communards. He was one of the other Jimmy Somerville. He was the other one.
So I still find it mad that what was that song? That Caravan of the Stand Up. That Fatboy Slim was in that band.
Oh, it's the House Martins, isn't it?
Yeah, the House Martins. I still find it mad that he was in that band.
Was he?
Like when you see him now.
Because didn't the lead singer the lead singer went on to do thingy, didn't he? He had another good band. Another good band.
I just remember it being on now 7 or now 8 VHS tape. I think we're on like now 1092 or something.
What was the band called after the House Martins? The lead singer went on and made another band, Beautiful South.
Oh, was it Beautiful South? No way. Right, I didn't realise it. Oh, shit, he would. Yeah, now we've said it. I recognise him now in the video.
But the Caravan of Love came out when I was 13, I think it was. I remember it at school because all the lads at school were getting like crosses in the hair, you know, like a tram lad.
Yeah.
And Moon didn't
That
have
was,
enough.
that was the first like VHS like that my dad brought home, and I think because he bought the VHS recorder, he was allowed to like choose like so many videos for free, and obviously he picked Now was one of them. But like, remember that playlist so well off like Now 7.
Oh yeah, they were hellish then, weren't they? What they up to now? About 100 or something.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was probably on like 1082 now. That's how old we've all got.
Here, I tell you who's funny, right? Who's Aldi Jazz? Have you seen it?
I've seen bits of him, but not like watched him like religiously.
He's done a
Who,
Where
live
does he
tonight.
usually go on?
Mate, he's done a live tonight, right? An hour ago for the first time for ages. He come on, he was dead positive for 5 minutes, right? And someone said something in the chat with him, and he's just gone off it. Just gone off it for like an hour.
Right.
Proper triggered, right? And everyone was like winding him up. He just like said he'd kill anyone. He'll kill everyone on here and there.
Fucking hell. So he's going to do a bird basically and just go around and pop everyone off.
He's not for YouTube. Like he gets too triggered.
Yeah.
Funny how.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch Cindy's live today? Like,
Not me, obviously. I've been painting.
honestly, I was just about to jump on Cindy's live and sing Africa, right, by Toto, and she ended it.
Yeah, I was going to jump on and sing Chesney Hawks. I am the one and only, but like you say, it ended.
Well, we'll have to see if we can get on the next one.
I think you duet. I think you two should do a duet.
She lets all the Americans on, you know, all the favourite subs and that, and all like there's a few. I think she's big in Japan.
Because she's international, man.
Let's hope they don't sing any songs with aluminium, because those, what is it they call it? They have loads of mad words, don't they, the Americans? That we're just like, why are you calling it that? It's
Aluminum.
Yeah, aluminum. Yeah.
Cindy went to the same singing school as that Milli Vanilli. Remember them?
No way. Was Milli Vanilli the one that sang silently and he got busted, or was that a different person?
Aye,
No,
that was him. That was
Milli Vanilli.
And it all like came. Didn't he? That wasn't even his real hair. What either? I'm sure that was a wig. I think. I'm sure it came out that wasn't even his real hair either.
It was all mad. Like what was it? Like braids or something? Wasn't it?
Yeah. It's crazy when you look back now.
So you're having a few spliffs tonight, like?
Yeah, I've literally just come in to sort of try and get me back straight again. You know, and you're just like, right, I'm having 10 minutes, like sit down, and then I'm going to go and finish the ceiling. So I'll probably be doing that till about 11 o'clock tonight.
I do that every morning.
Very good time.
I get out of bed and I think, right, I'll have a sit down, I'll have a joint, calm down, and before that, it's bedtime again. Like,
yeah. All I can say is there's a good job there's a porch like that. Because there is a light and it never goes out.
In his house, like it just doesn't go by the clock. It's just whenever he wakes up.
Yeah.
Wakes up, puts YouTube on, jumps on a panel, and then he stays there till he goes to bed again.
That's it. That's it. All right. That's it. Like, exactly. I haven't got a very good life, have I, really? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Have they said when you go back to see the specialist at all, T&K?
Do I have to what? I've got to go back. I've got to wait a month, or I should be. I don't know. I've got to wait another month. I don't know how long it's been. They'll just messages and gives an appointment. Like it's just a medication thing, and because obviously my meds, I get confused really easy. Like and my memory shit.
Yeah.
So I need that one. Like, but then I'm smoking a lot more weed, so you know.
Yeah, that's certainly one of them. Like, it could be that, but I'm not going to tell you that. Just never tell them that, because once they know you smoke weed with the NHS, they don't want to do shit all for you.
I'm
like,
definitely
it's because of that. Yeah, I never tell them me. They go, "Do you do anything?" Like they said, "Do you take any illicit drugs?" I'm like, "No." because it's legal, but still not even going to tell you that it's
Yeah.
legal because I know you'll refuse me treatment then.
Oh, they knew I was smoking weed, like when I was in there, like this. I was like outside all day, then going back in with me weed in me bag. I must have been fucking
Yeah, I
honking.
bet you hummed. I bet you it was so obvious, like, yeah, he's definitely not been prescribed that from our clinic. I wish you bloody would, though.
Why did you? You can get it now, man. You can get it.
Well, yeah,
Medical?
I'm on medical, aren't I? I'm on the medical.
What do you think of it? Is it any good?
Yeah, it's all right. There's some decent ones, but some utter shit ones too. But some of the ones that I found the shittest have been the most expensive, and some of the most decent ones have been like the £4 a gram ones.
Aye.
Like, I
think
don't know
mine-
if I'm allowed to show on Mooms or whether it'll get him told off and smack legs.
See, I didn't even ask me. I had shrooms on and everything before me. It's
Yeah,
just
that's the
it's
one I'm
legal,
on at
isn't
the
it?
moment. Is that mock one,
Yeah.
which
Nice.
is like an orange mimosa. Am I allowed to show the tea bags
Could you-
inside it?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's only a few tea bags, isn't it?
Just grab you a piece out.
Northern King loves tea bags.
Yeah, it's just tea bags.
Teabagging,
It's
sorry,
just
like
table
teabagging.
stuff for putting in your teapot.
That looks alright. Like, it looks alright.
But that's only like, I think, 59 quid for 10 grams and then
Is
£10 from the doctor's fee. So it works out like 69 quid.
Is that radiated though, or that? Or because some of
I
it
don't
is,
know
isn't it?
whether this one is. I'll have to have a look on the. I use. Let me see if I can get it for you. 1 minute.
Is that how you get yours, like King? Like it's still in buds and that?
Yeah, because obviously you can get flowers, you can get pastels, and then obviously you can get like the drops as well.
Yeah.
Second, I'll put it in the back chat for you there. It's not a dodgy link, by the way. Just.
Yeah.
But that shows you all the strains that are on medical and all the prices and everything and who stocks it, and then all the clinics and that on there. So it's quite a handy one to have that. You know what I mean? If you can... Do what, sorry?
What do you say?
I didn't even hear it. I'm fucking mutton Jeff, man. He might have said his door was
So
going.
is it proper weed, like?
Yeah, it's proper weed. Yeah, it's proper weed.
So it's only £6 a gram. That's all right, that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it works out. I think this one was something like £5.90, so it was like 59 quid for 10 grams of flour and then £10 for the doctors. But it just keeps you legal, you know what I mean? If you ever get pulled over or you're renting a house or,
Yeah.
you know, you've got young kids, it just gives you that legal protection, you know what I mean? That nothing can sort of happen to you.
What's happening, Sean? Yeah, you know, so you know that bag that you had there, that full bag, that's about two joints. That's about 2 joints for Northern King, though.
Yeah, probably. I think the maximum you can have on legal before they start like having a bit of a tantrum is 80 grams. But I couldn't afford 80 grams of weed.
So what's that about? That's a few ounces, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, 30 grams is just about an ounce. So you're looking at nearly 3 ounces a month. So if you're getting through 3 ounces a month, the doctor's going to be like, hang on, why do you need like so much? I mean, surely you don't need that much. But to be honest, I cut down from black market. Like I was spending loads. I probably spend less now than I did on black market. Because obviously most people won't come out for a tenors or a sweaty bag anymore. Everyone's like, no, I only do it by the halves or ounces. Where I'm back in the days, where I used to be able to get a fivers, a teeth.
Yeah, well, you got your choice as well, didn't you?
Can you imagine ringing someone up now and going, can I have a fivers? And they're like, get fucked. It cost me more in petrol to get to you. But this, like, you order, and if you order it before 3 o'clock, it comes by Royal Mail next day.
Yeah. We've all. Did you see? Have you ever seen Bobcat do one of his bongs?
No, but I can imagine that it's pretty legendary and probably. I've seen how long his joints are. They're like 9-foot fucking barge poles out there that he tokes on.
Honestly, you want to see him do his bong. It's unbelievable, man. It's massive, and he uses about 20 quid's worth of resin or something.
Yeah. I can't do bongs or like dabbing. It's just my lungs just can't take the coughing of it. It took me ages to get used to the vape.
I've seen them vapes. You and 420 have got them, haven't you? The same one.
Yeah. They're expensive though. That's why I said to Flaves, you're better off because everything disassembles on them. So I said, just buy the actual unit off eBay and then just buy a new replacement pipe, you know, the bit you suck on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's totally hygienic. And that way, if you hate it and don't get on with it, you've not like wasted over 200 quid on a vape.
So I think it was on 420s where he was showing all the stuff that you get with it and that, like all these little like pellet things and that. And
Yeah.
Is that the weed like?
Yeah, that's where you put your weed. So like you'll open it up. I'm trying to bloody find mine. It's because I've been dog sitting this week. Everything's just fucking everywhere.
It just looks like a right carry on to me.
No, it's dead easy. It's dead easy. Like basically, you grind it up, put it in the cap, and then put the cap inside the vaporizer, and then just turn on a button, and then just whatever temperature you want it at. It's probably quicker than rolling a joint.
What vape have you got?
The Mighty.
Yeah, it might be kind of good. That like. You can get a Mighty Mini and all, can't you? The Mighty Mini?
Yeah. Well, the good thing with the Mighty, and I know this is a fact, because obviously my mate is a medical patient, and he actually did a documentary. You can check it out. It's called Dying for Weed. It was a BBC programme. But basically, he goes in hot. He's on like oxygen. The amount of pills he's on, and like strapped up to an oxygen machine every day. And he got took in for something a few weeks ago. Well, it was a couple of months ago now, and basically he kicked off and he said, like, look, I'm a legal medical patient. This is my medication. You've got to basically find me somewhere in the hospital to vape it. And after kicking off and someone coming from like the upstairs wheelie, someone in a spinny chair came down. They were like, yeah, well, technically we've got to allow you. So they found him a room in the hospital to go and vape, and because it's classed as a medical device, the Mighty. You know what I mean? They've got to let him use it. So I was like, no way did you get to smoke a fucking, a vapor weed in the hospital, basically. And they were like, yeah, you had to accommodate me. I know my laws.
I would have just sat in there and smoke weed all day.
Yeah.
Have you seen Bob do his bong like King?
Aye.
Is that a big bong? That is he like? He's putting a load of that black resin stuff in. It was called hash. He showed us it was like wet, all rolled up, brown, like old hash.
It's not for me. That like it's not for me. That like
what was he doing? Pulling like a chunk off and then putting it in the bong and burning it.
Burn it. It's like it would with weed. Yeah.
Is that gonna knock you out like?
It would just hurt my fucking chest, like.
I don't know how he does that.
It would just hurt my chest, honestly. It would just
funny when he does it, like.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's just too much for me. Like I used to do bucket bongs like back in my raving days, where I couldn't do that now. I can't do dab rigs or bongs or anything now. I just sit there coughing and then go, I've got sore ribs from coughing that much.
I'm due a dab session, like.
A good night Barry White, then buckets, like you might as well just prepare to be asleep for about 24 hours.
Like I said to someone the other day, like I used to have after parties at mine, and my mum would come back on a Monday, and she'd be like, "Why are all my kitchen knives black? Stop leaving them near the stove." Like no clue that we'd be doing hot knives with our knives all weekend after a rave.
Here's a one for you, right? Here's a one for you. Does anyone watch Beard Meat Food?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Do you, King? Or have you seen anyone similar? Basically, they do food challenges, don't they? Like
Yeah.
Mermaid, how does he do that? How does he how does he manage that? How can he
Well,
eat all that?
he used to do it with his missus, but he's split up from her now, hasn't he? Because he was originally used to do it with Mrs. Beard, didn't he? Him and her. And now it's just, he tends to have his sister on now more, that Beard Meats Food.
You kick
Which
the
one
other
are
one.
you?
No, I'm the one that's talking.
Right.
My fucking laptop just randomly shuts me fucking Internet Explorer. All me fucking open apps every.
You've probably got it on a time-saving mode, to save your battery, where if you don't touch any buttons or do anything, it goes like off.
But I do. I click through
save.
things and that. I click through things. It's just shuts it. I don't know. It's just fuck nas.
You know who you need? Radio Babs. So, right, I need you to sort my laptop out and I need a microphone.
Exactly. I need air. And I'm going to buy a cooler for it, like, because I didn't know if it was overheating with it being in StreamYard. I didn't know.
Oh, so you're using your own
StreamYard,
one
I'll tell you something, my phone, sometimes I have to go and put it in the fridge because it literally comes up that it's overheating and it's like, right, pop it in the fridge for 10 minutes.
I've never had to put a phone in a fridge, like, ever.
Oh, God. Mine just feels like it's literally going to blow up in my hands, when you're just like, I don't even need a hot water bowl. Like, my phone is.
What kind of phone you got, like an iPhone?
It's Google Pixel, but fucking the proper dog shit. Don't ever buy a Google Pixel.
I've got a S23 Ultra, like. Mine doesn't get that hot, but it's got a massive battery on it now, but it just StreamYard cripples it.
Yeah.
It gets hot, but it doesn't get hot enough where I think, oh, fuck, I'm going to put this in the freezer, like.
I tell you something, I've never been through so many phones under warranty since I started using YouTube. I swear I never had to go through this many phones. Yeah, you had the Nokia 33 and you could just bounce that at a wall and it'd still stay in one piece.
And it was still be charged a week later.
Yeah.
Now it's just everything, just your battery. I've got to charge mine twice a day. And it's got a huge battery, the Ultras. They've got a huge battery.
Well, this is the problem I keep on having at the moment with my phone. If it dies and I plug it in just as it's dying, it goes on frozen mode, and then I have to go and pay some guy literally to plug it in. All he does is plug it in and it turns on straight away, 100% battery, because it's been on frozen mode for like 10 hours of not being able to turn on.
So what do you think's wrong with that one?
I've not got a fucking clue. I said, is it my storage? Because with Google, you can't get an SD card, like the SD cards for them.
Yeah.
So literally, you've got to pay Google 90 quid for storage. Like, you robbing dickheads. So in other words, you're going to freeze my phone until I pay your ransom of 90 quid. That's why I fucked Apple off, because I was sick of being ransomed to them, like, pay me money or you can't use your phone.
Oh yeah, dodgy them. SIM just pay as you go. I do. It's far easier, and like you can get any deal you want now for like 20 quid, about 500 gig for 20 quid or something. It's
I think mine's only about 8 quid a month. Like, mine's well cheap now, and I was thinking, God, I was like paying more than that when it was like 17, 18.
King, I'm sure you said to me the other week. I asked you how many gig you used a month. Didn't you say something like 200?
I use more than 200 on my phone.
Yeah,
I'll have a look.
You not hook up to your internet when you're at home, though?
I just didn't bother now. I mean, even now I'm at my dad's, I'm putting my laptop. Do you know what I mean?
Gig a month, that's crazy. That is crazy.
It's more than that. I use more than that. I use more than 2. I've got unlimited though, you know what I mean? It's unlimited.
Yeah.
It's only 20 quid a month.
They say unlimited, but there's a fair usage policy. If you look at any phone contract, there'll be like a fair use policy. So even though it's unlimited, if you go past like a stupid amount, then you can go, right, fuck off.
They slow you down. I think,
yeah, but they don't like make that public knowledge. It's like in the small print.
Yeah. I never got that far. Like, I never use that much of anything. But it's only 20 quid a month.
That's all right, isn't it?
Everything unlimited, everything. So
yeah, I just top mine up 20 quid a month. I think it's only 50 gig or something, but I never use anywhere near that, so I can't be on YouTube that much, can I?
Well, why not just get a SIM only fucking deal whoever you broadbands with, get us. I see, I'm with Vodafone with my broadband, like. So I get
Oh,
it.
do you remember though what a ball ache it was to get credit like years and years ago? You know, when you had to get them cards and scratch it off and then put the PIN code in. What a ball ache that fucking was. Well, at least you can top up online now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a shop open and it's like, oh, I've got Vodafone, but I haven't got Orange. I'm like, no, I need Orange. Well, I've got Vodafone and I've got Tesco's and I've got this. Well, that's not going to work for my phone, is it, Nobad? I clearly need an orange fucking barcode.
I remember now, it used to be a fortune to use your mobile. I remember when I first got mobile, I think it was like fucking, it's like £1 a minute or something.
Yeah, I remember being on holiday, you know, before I realised about data charges on holiday and just like had a 2-minute conversation. I was like, where's me 50 quid gone off my phone? Robbing it. Well, most of them include that in now, don't they? Like America and Europe.
Yeah, you get travel on.
Yeah.
Well, it's all going to have to be free soon, and like that's the way.
Yeah, well, I noticed that I got a thing on my RBS app the other day saying like, from now on, like if you want to use money abroad, you know, there won't be like this transaction fee. And it was like, what do you want to set up? And it was like, I'd love to set up anywhere because right now I can't even afford a holiday to even be asked about currency exchange, let alone a passport. Even a bloody passport's dear nowadays.
I need to update mine as well. Obviously, it's run out 3 months ago.
Mine ran out before COVID, but then COVID started and I thought, well, fuck that, it's pointless because I can't fly because I'm not jabbed, so no point in doing it. And then, no, it was Brexit. Which one was first, Brexit or COVID? Well, either way, I waited for both of them to pass and then it was just like, and now I'm too broke to actually even go. I'll replace it in another 10 years when I stop looking like Myra Hindley on my passport.
I look like Steve McDonald, you know, off Coronation Street.
Oh.
I look like him.
Honestly, I have the worst one right now that I can't wait to give up because it's determined after the Myra Hindley incident that I was going to have a good passport picture and spent about 10 quid just doing loads of passport pictures. And then I went to Liverpool passport office, like, right, go and do that 24-hour passport. And she went, no, sorry, can't use any of them pictures. I had no makeup on. I had this Scouse woman shouting at me in the passport booth in the passport office going, press the button, press the button. So I looked literally like a fat kid that's had 10 Weetabix and cried on this passport. It's like the most ugliest passport. If you think that picture that Lammy's been putting around is ugly, then fuck me, passport's even worse.
So they wouldn't accept it because it was too ugly. Is that what you're saying there?
No, they basically just wouldn't accept it for some reason. So she went, right, you're going to have new pictures done today. And literally there's a photo booth, obviously, in the passport office. So she made me take like new ones by screaming at me, press the buttons. And I was like, I am pressing the button. And you know, when you're just stressed out and mired, like, you can so see it in my face. I'm unhappy as fuck.
Well,
if they just let me use the good ones, you know what I mean? I won't get body frisked every time I go to an airport now.
That's it. Well, Northern King, right, when he went for his, you know, you're not allowed to smile. Well, his with that bad, they allowed him to smile. They said, we'll let you smile,
I'm
mate.
the only person allowed to smile on a passport. Fucking dickhead.
True, that's true story, yeah.
Honestly, everyone just looks like a murderer on the driving licence and passports.
Yeah. Another
it's
good
like, let me smile so I don't look like I've killed anyone within the last week.
Have you, King, you'll have had this. Have you had to buy school photos in the last few years?
Yes.
Oh, they're expensive. You can't copy them anymore, can you? Like you used to.
Right.
The watermark on that, and the Euro fucking fortune, like.
I was that kid that fucked up the school picture for everyone else, you know, where I'd just like have like a one sock down or like a stupid face. And then my mum would go, I'm not paying money for that picture. So I think there's only about 3 pictures, like school pictures, where my mum's actually, paid the money out for him. Like, I'm not paying for that. Imagine how parents must have been pissed off. Like, look at that kid's just ruined it for everyone else that was on that photo. I used to hate doing them school photos.
Moon used to ruin the school photo for all the other kids, but he never used to do nothing like that. He was just being on it. He looked even worse when he had hair.
Talking about photos, right? You'll both understand this, right? So when I was on Flavours I was watching Flavours early on this afternoon. He was showing loads of photos of people.
Yeah.
Did you see it? I was like,
yeah.
what
Has someone put up like a picture of his mum and dad or something? I only came in at that point with the good pictures.
He was in a good mood, and he was going through his photos on his phone and showing people like his family and that. And I was like, no, you can't do that, Flavs, because people do, especially like on this channel, they'll just the clip it and the photos. You know what I mean? Screenshot it, don't they?
Yeah.
Can you remember, King? Can you remember what happened to me that few months ago with that Baconator? Can you remember that account?
Yeah.
Can you remember that account, Mermaid? Baconator.
Yeah, I do remember Baconator.
So you know, he was using a photo of me from when I was about 22.
Right, that's fucking weird, isn't it?
Right, and you know where he's got it from? About 2 years ago, I was moving out my flat, and Nutter came round, and he was helping me move stuff because he only lives around the corner, so he was helping me move stuff. But I did a live right while I was doing it, and I got this box out and I opened it. It was loads of photos. So I just started showing everyone these photos, right, from like, and that is where they've got it from. Someone screenshotted that live, them photos, and used it later on for that Baconator account. I never found out
so
who it
weird, isn't it? I just couldn't imagine like putting people's photos up. I just think it's like bordering on stalking. Which in the normal world it would be, I mean. Yeah, on here it's just like, all right.
Fucking Baconator though. I nearly died when I seen it. I was like, what the fuck? Where's he got that? Because for a minute.
It does make you panic because you just think, have I been hacked or something? And it was like on a computer or a phone.
It was panic. It was like, where the fuck have he got that photo from? Have they got that photo from? And
that's what I forgot to tell you guys. That's what I forgot to tell you guys. Did anyone in chat see Lammy's live last night?
Is that the one I got doxed in? Oh, sorry, my dogs.
No, it's the weirdest shit. I have never seen this, guys. In all the years I've been on YouTube, someone remotely hacked Lammy's finger, and it was like this weird, creepy laugh. And he was saying it was Cut the Supply that did it, but he had full access to his computer and was doing all like this voice, and you could just. Oh, what was the picture now? It looked like something out of Game of Thrones.
Mermaids, that's him. That's Lammy doing that. I've seen him do it on another live, like winding people up.
Really?
Yeah,
he was telling everyone last night it was Cut the Supply that did it.
It's because he's stupid. Lammy is fucking stupid. He doesn't know what he's fucking doing half the time, man.
He was winding Cold War up the other night with it. Cold War was like, what's going on? And what's going on?
Well, freaked out. I was just like, I have never seen this happen on YouTube ever. Like, ever.
That's what I'm saying, man. And then he's just doxed himself in this chat. He doxed himself, and it's definitely him.
He needs to stop doing them fucking drugs. He really does, because he's off his fucking cake. That's not the Lammy that I met originally.
Lammy, exactly. Lammy was all right, man. Lammy was all right, and then it's just gone fucking weird.
Honestly, he's off the channel. I don't know whether he's hanging around with fucking Jay or what, because he's another fucking mental case. But honestly, that's fucking mad. So he was doing it the other day then. He's been blaming Cut the Supply for that last night.
A few times. It's like this creepy black and grey thing, right?
Yeah. And it reminded me of like Game of Thrones. You know, they've like Frozen Iceman. I don't really watch Game of Thrones. I've just like seen clips of it. But that like Icy Man, you know, the one that's like looks like a frozen man or something.
You know what though, right? I'll just say this: Lammy did that last night, right? And he was probably doing that as a joke, right? He was probably doing it because he probably did.
No, he was dead serious, Moon. He was dead serious. He was like, "What is it?" And he was on with that.
Not remember that
What's
he
that weird ginger girl everyone keeps on talking about lately?
Sam.
Oh, yeah.
That he was on with that Sam, and Sam was like, "What's going on?" And he went, "I don't know. I've never seen this before. This is fucking weird." And she was like, "Reboot your computer." And then Lammy pretended to reboot his computer, and I think it cleared it then. And I was just like, "Fuck me, that's dodge." You know what I mean?
That's
So,
Lammy, Mum.
but at the same time, he was like, "Cut, you're a wanker. I know it's you. I know it's you. Cut the
Really?
supply." Yeah.
That way,
He's off his fucking barnet. He's off his weed.
Does that not make him look even more guilty, Moon?
Well, fucking hell, after what you've just told me, then.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, if that was done deviously like that, but like I say, he can't be that.
But why is he blaming Cut the Supply for something he's doing himself?
On another live.
Because he was on Cut the Supply's panel and he got fucking tortured like a fucking Patrick Ward. That's why.
Fucking mental. Absolutely mental.
Lammy is moving mental. Like, you need to sort yourself out.
Like, because I seen a bit of that because it was after Northern Kings. Like, wasn't Beezy on last night as well? I think Beezy was like cutting your grass. Like,
was that last night? I didn't know.
Yeah, it was about an hour before you finished. Beezy was on.
That's why I finished, because I seen Beezy like. I seen Beezy live, so I think fuck it, everyone over there. It's up to him, innit?
You're Beezy's right hand man.
He's my left hand man.
He relies on you, like.
Oh yeah, I'd say that I was obviously on mine, and I was flicking on my phone, and I seen him live, like, so I just put his link in, like, and then in mine. I didn't have been live an hour, like, you only had.
I had to laugh though, right, because it all just went mental on your panel, right, for about an hour, and then you ended it, right. It was like absolutely mental, PD and everything, right. And then about 5 minutes later, I was just watching Beezy's for a bit, and then you jumped on the panel, and Beezy went, "Fucking hell, mate, what's been going on?" And you went, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, everyone fighting." You went, "Who's fighting, like?"
I've got no idea, man. Honestly,
Beezy was like, Beezy must have been thinking, "Fucking hell."
Was on your panel,
It's been going on mental on his panel.
I kind of fucking
Nobody's leaving lives up at the moment because everyone's just getting struck out there. That's why we've got a lack of channels anymore, because everyone just strikes everyone. That's why I was saying, did TNK not get a strike for PD pulling a knife out, for fuck's sake?
Yeah, it's delayed. It's delayed.
Yeah,
good job.
Jim, what's happening in the Gav? Like, what's going on with Gav at the minute? Or is that just you know what? We all know what our Gav's like, don't we? Like, he goes like on little like weird ones, doesn't he, Gav? He's all right for a bit.
1 minute he's on a spiritual journey, the next minute he's stirring the pot with fucking wooden
spoon.
spoon.
We call it gay, like he goes all gay for a bit.
Yeah, he goes all milk for a bit. That's what other people call it. He goes all moony for a bit.
Skinny dipping, doesn't he, in the North Sea, and then he's all right for a few weeks.
Yeah. Probably hanging around with Lemmy. Send anyone mental.
He is mate to a Lammy, isn't he? The thing is, right, I've noticed there's loads and loads, like I just don't understand why Lammy's coming online at the minute, because it's...
I think there's something much deeper going on, that he's not being honest with the people that are close to him, you know what I mean? And it's just like I said, this isn't the Lammy I knew.
No, it isn't. But you know what? I've had a few little pokes like with Lammy, like just jokes, and he hasn't took them seriously. He's responded in the chat and that, but I think he's always willing to just stop it all. If he could, he'd just stop it all tomorrow. Obviously. I
wish he would, because I'd be happy to put it to bed, even though I know he's been trolling me for a full year with Jay.
It's like,
It's just like I just don't want that shit anymore. You know what I mean? To the point where even if you've done something really shit to me on air, I just want to put it to bed because I just don't want the fucking hassle. But you know what I mean? It's just if someone's in some sort of fucking mental episode like that, you know, I'm not even trying to trigger the fucking man.
Crazy, man.
It's not Uncle KLR, it's Pierce Brosnan, mate, out of Mobland. That's my luck. For
Everyone
tonight.
keeps on talking about this Mobland, but I'm a poor ass bitch and I won't pay for Paramount.
You can watch it online. There's loads of stuff you can just type in online and get
Yeah.
anything
Well,
you
I
want.
used to do all that Cody stuff, you know, with the boxes and everything, but it used to piss me right off. You'd download it all and it'd be like, that version doesn't work. And then, like, you'd download another one and get the film that you finally want to watch, and then it'd crash, like, in the middle of it. Or it'd be a really shit cinema copy.
We've had that with me and Louise, right? Like early on when we were dating and that, we used to watch a lot of films, right? And we used to, like, have this Cody box.
Yeah, same.
It would take half an hour, right, to find a film, right, and download it and that, and then it started, and it wasn't even the film you wanted.
Yeah. Oh, it's well annoying. Or it's in a foreign language, and it's just like, God damn it! I knew I should have paid attention to German in school.
Like LimeWire, because you remember LimeWire when you used to download something off that?
Yeah, dude. That was for music, that wasn't it? Was that just for music?
No,
right.
a lot like.
Do you know what? Do you know when they started copying CDs and that, when they were like doing it online, copying them, and then they started.
Yeah, do you remember going to like a marketplace and they'd be like dodgy on the floor on a blanket just in case they had to run away with all the fake DVDs.
And they're selling them for $5. Like, the people who started that up, they made an absolute fortune then.
Because I remember them coming like in barbers and hairdressers shops, like, anyone want any cheap DVDs? And you're like, yeah, fucking get us some DVDs.
I used to do them with the cobble sales. Couples walking past.
Yeah, I bet you made a mint off that.
Oh, big style. Big style.
Well, I bet you couldn't get away with it now because they usually have like undercover people from councils now, don't they? Checking that you're not like blagging like Louis Vuitton bags.
Oh, mate, honestly, like, it's the fashion thing now is just, it's over, isn't it? Like, everything's everything's fake. I
think nobody gives a shit about fashion anymore. It's just like, can I afford my shopping bill this week rather than the latest £180 jumper?
Well, Northern King doesn't worry about his shopping bill, but he does like just wear anything. Like,
honestly, I can imagine. I've never seen what TNK looks like, but I can just imagine him being dead skinny, but like a gannet, you know, one of them where you're like, fuck me, if you've got worms or something, you never stop eating, but like you're thin, you know, at the same time, you just never seem to put that weight on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's a weird thing, but like I never seem to know stoners, you know what I mean? Most people that I know that are stoners eat loads of shit but still stay skinny.
That's because THC is stored in your fat and it eats fat.
Ah, so that's the secret.
Yeah, see, weed is the secret to dieting.
Well, this is why I have it, because obviously I've got a paralysed stomach, and obviously for me, my love with food just went out the window years ago. It's just could be eating a fucking cardboard box. So unless I have a joint, I don't feel any hunger. I can go days without eating if I didn't have a weed.
Yeah.
Truffle shuffle that, like.
It's coming on, like. It's coming on. Actually, speaking about I need to go to the shop.
Oh, bless you.
I'll jump back on when I've been, like, I need to go and get some fucking, some pop and some crisps, like.
I was going to say, don't forget skins and bob rolls.
45 minutes, right? I'll try and keep the chat going again tonight. Like, my fingers are worn out, mate.
Well, I'm giving myself till 9 o'clock and then I'm going back outside and finishing this porch.
Right, I'll not be long anyway. I'll be just 5 minutes, I'll be back.
Yeah, no danger. So you're not doing your quizzes anymore then?
You know what? You know what? I have got a load of questions there, and I've got a load of riddles and stuff as well. They're quite good.
I just remember being a
I'm
dick,
gonna-
just answering every fucking question with quick save.
Yeah, I've been having a ball in the chats, me, the last few days. Like, you know, I've proper been mad, like coming out with loads of mad shit in the chat. You know what I mean? Proper thinking I'm Chubby Brown and that. Like
How
chuckling
do
away.
you think we've all become this mental, Moon? It's like suddenly you're a normal person with a job, and then all of a sudden you get sick and you just turn into a mentalist online.
Well, Mermaid, the funniest one is when I go in flavors. Have you noticed, like flavors can't handle us sometimes? And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, like, but everyone knows I'm just taking the mick. 99%
It's
of
the
the
back
time.
and forth between you and Randy that makes me laugh.
Oh, Randy, yeah, we have a good back and forth. Like,
Yeah, like just watching the pair of you two go at it. But that's how it was with everyone back in the old days, like how you and Randy are. It was like that with everyone in chat. Where now it's just...
You know what, though, Mermaid? Not everyone gets that type of humour, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Not everyone does, but there is a lot of people do as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And when you get a few people together who have that stupid sense of humour, it's just everything happens.
Your kindred spirits.
Like my favourite one to write in the chat is like if someone like comes in who's like Patrick Ward, someone will say, "Oh, Randy, tell Patrick what you told me earlier, what you called him earlier on," or something like that.
Like, no, Ben, you're trying to get me levered and beat up.
And he's been slagging you off all night.
Yeah. Little shit. Phil's another one. Phil comes out with some classic ones as well. You good at? Sorry, darling, I only just saw you then. I've not even really been looking at chat. So what time's your appointment tomorrow? Is it an early one?
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock.
Oh, that's not too bad. At least you'll have your head together by then. I hate them ones where they're like 8 o'clock in the morning. You're like, mate, I can barely talk medical shit with you. Let alone I only woke up about 20 minutes ago.
Hey, I tell you what, we must be entertaining tonight because Louise is still awake, man.
Yeah.
Usually 5 minutes, she listens for 5 minutes and like my voice sends her to sleep.
It'll be mine that'll be sending her to sleep, but God bless her. Could take fucking glass eyes to sleep.
It's your monotone, innit? What is it? Monotone?
My monotone voice.
So what is that? It's money, innit?
It's money, but it's the fact that I can't breathe through my nostrils, mate. It's like I can barely fucking breathe, hence why I keep on having these so-called nose ops on the NHS, because I either get fucking meningitis or I can't fucking breathe. It's like carrying a fat person's body around and I weigh less than 7 stone. And I feel like a fat person, you know, because you can't breathe properly through your nose.
The Mermaid last night was funny because Tunes tried to have a go at you about a nose job or something, right? And he just got ripped to bits in the chat, right? He got ripped to bits about his nose and the NHS couldn't afford a Tunesy's nose off.
Can I get one of them? And I was like, they don't just give them away. There's got to be like a medical reason for you needing it in the first place. But like I was pissed off last time I went to the ENT because he said, oh, like we never straightened the bone. And I was like, well, if you were in there for 6 hours fucking around with sinuses, why wouldn't you put the bone straight at the same time? So I was like, no, I'm waiting to have it put back straight now. It was just like, we've just been doing all the bits to stop you from getting meningitis, basically, because obviously it's so close to the brain that if you get a sinus infection, that's where it goes.
Yeah.
But I think people just think like I'm just fucking vain or that I just love rinsing the NHS that's already collapsing on its ass.
Mermaid, the sensible ones know that it's the last one in it. They just play it, man, and obviously. Well,
that's the thing. I had to laugh today because I had a gastro appointment over the phone. He went, first of all, I'm so sorry. We were supposed to see you in 2023, but we forgot. So first of all, apologies. It was just like, yeah, you do realise I've been there, and he was talking about the gastroscopy and the colonoscopy, And he went, that was 5 years ago. And I went, it wasn't 5 years ago. I said, I'm sure it was like in the last year. And he went, no, actually, it was 2 years ago. I was like, you're my consultant. You've got my medical paperwork in front of me and you still don't know when I've had what done.
Yeah. Just, I know it's. There's only a handful of the men who are going along with it now.
Yeah.
They just look daft to me anyway.
Yeah, definitely. But tomorrow when you're there, try ask him about nerve. Is it like? Do you think it's like the nerves in your hand?
Well, he should. When I go tomorrow, he should have them MRI scans in front of him, and I want him to show me what's going on. You know what I mean? Why it's happening, and he should have all the answers there in front of him tomorrow.
Are you getting any like tingling or numbness?
I've just got a pain and right at the top of my neck, and some days it's there all day, and it makes us feel like shit and that.
Yeah,
it's just like horrible ache, right? And then other days it's not even there, but still, when it's not painful, I still can't. My hand hasn't worked for 6 weeks. Like,
so have you got any feeling in there at all then? Is there any feeling there at all? Like any tingling, any buzz? So you can feel stuff, but it's just numb.
This one's the worst one. This finger is just like I've got no control over that finger. When I'll put some, if I'm rubbing my hands like that, when I go to put it on my face, that finger just hooks off.
Right.
Oh, it's horrible.
That's fucking weird. Like I said, it could be coming from anywhere, like your elbow, your neck.
I'll be buzzing tomorrow when I find out what it is, because it's like doing nothing.
But if they're looking at like doing future things, ask them for a nerve conduction test.
Oh yeah.
And that'll basically, what they do is they put like little metal needles like in your sort of arm, well, like what's your wrist called? Yeah, your wrist, your kneecaps, and down near your what's the fucking word? Heel, down near your heel. And then they'll plug you into a machine, and it's mental. It sounds like a motorbike growling at you. And basically it tests all your nerves, and it tells you if you've got any faulty wiring with your nerves.
What is that on the NHS? That's
come
on
the NHS. Yeah. But the fact that they were talking about sending you to a neurologist, that's what a neurologist would recommend straight away, is a nerve conduction test. So, like, if you can skip that, because like I said, a neurologist, I had to wait 2 years just to see a neurologist, and I bet it's more like 3-4 years now to see one.
It's heavy that, like. Well, I'm buzzing at how long it took. Like, I only had that scan last Friday, and I'm going to find out tomorrow what's wrong. Good. Like, my dad had to wait 5 weeks.
I'm guessing you're NHS with the rest of the pub.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I've only been in hospital once before, I think, for a little operation. Like on my back, it was nothing major. That was about 5 years ago, I think. It didn't bother me, like. They don't bother me, hospitals.
No, same. It's one of them, because I've been that often now. I just say it's one of them things you've just got to do. Swallow it up, suck it up, get on with it. Because the thing is, there's nothing worse being a doctor of having someone going, oh, I can't do this. It's like, come on, mate, I've got 20 minutes before my next patient is, and you're wriggling all over the bed being a pain in the arse of, oh, I don't like needles. No fucker likes needles. You know what I mean? It's not something you go out to a bar and go, let's do needles, unless you're a heroin addict. It's just one of those, you've just got to suck it up, haven't you?
Well, he got his thyroid took out, didn't he? And then he was like booking himself out like the same day, like later on.
But I get why. I get why with T&K. I do, you know what I mean? Because if you've had that sort of trauma in hospital, I don't trust doctors either, you know what I mean? So I get why, you know what I mean?
Well, he was back in there 2 days later with like an infection.
I know, well, that's what I was worried about. That's why I kept on saying, just don't risk it, mate, because if you get sepsis, fuck me, you'll know when you've got sepsis. Hanging. I've had it about 3 times and put this one. I'd rather be shot in the fucking clitoris than fucking ever have sepsis. because the pain is immense. The only way I can describe it is like being eaten, your organs being eaten alive by bugs, by someone's battering you, and you're puking and shitting yourself because all your organs are just shutting down, and you've got 108 fucking fever, 104 fever. Yeah, so you know what it's like, Northern King. That's why I was so panicky, like, just don't even risk that shit. Oh, I've not lost limbs with it is so surprising, because some people just go out in the garden, cut the foot, get sepsis or something, and they end up losing the whole leg.
I was going to say something there. It's the first time I've forgot what I was going to say all night. I don't really do it all the time. Like, you've started watching the lives a bit more, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's loads of people who don't watch anymore, you know, who used to. Even lately, I've noticed, I'm not going to say anyone's name, but I've noticed people who haven't been in. I know they're online, so I must have upset
Oh, yeah, because they're all doing private backstages now. That's the next, like, weird thing that's all going to come out up in a few months when they've all fallen out. This private backstage. Stop getting involved in private backstage WhatsApp groups, you know, all these fucking groups, but just stay online if you just don't want to get accused of any shit. No. Because there's always going to be someone screen recording it and screenshotting stuff. And then when they all fall out, that's how we get to see all this juicy stuff, because then they're all like, right, well, I know this because you told me this privately. That's why I only speak to Donna offline, Moon. Do you know, like, social media?
I do watch most of the channels, but the only panels I'll go on normally is Flavors and Northern Kings, and even Northern Kings is a bit much for me. Like, you know, late on.
Yeah. That's got a bit. I know a few people have said that about you, T&K. They've gone. It's like, and I was like, yeah, but you've never seen T&K doing lives before. He always stuck to doing videos, didn't he? Which you probably get less shit for than I think everyone that does sort of lives. Doesn't matter what you do, you're always going to be like sort of blamed for it in a way. Like, well, what do you want me to do? I don't control these people's voices. They're not robots that I can just program and make them say all this mad shit.
There was nearly 300 people in there last night. Like,
you can't handle the scandal.
No one's had 300 people over here for years. Even like Tunes and them, the Tunes when he thought everyone liked him, wouldn't have got 300.
Yeah.
Crazy,
well, I just left. I just left because I just thought, now it's going south, I'll get blamed for it. You know what I mean, off Tunes, and it's just like, I don't want the hassle with Tunes, and I just thought, if everyone's going, because like everyone just started like having a row with Tunes, and I just thought, well, at least if I drop off panel, I can't be blamed for anything, for aggravating him or doing anything wrong to him.
Yeah.
I just thought, not having another your YouTube idiots, and you've done this and you've done that. Just thought,
you remember your friends with that Nathan, aren't you?
Yeah. I think he's an all right kid. You know what I mean? He's just one of them. He's got a lot to learn.
I was going to say, right, because this is no word of a lie, and I think I've even told him, like, back in the day, I really couldn't listen to him.
Yeah.
All I heard was bad things about him, but he seems all right, man.
Yeah, he's just a bit like me. I think that's why I get on with him. He just says it how he says it. You know what I mean? There's no sort of mincing around or being sly about it. We'll just say it. I'm as blunt as a witch's tit. That's the only way I can describe me. That half the time, it's not even about trying to hide it. Sometimes my brain just comes out of it, and I'm fucking surprised. Like, whoa, that just came out from nowhere. Was it even thinking that? My brain just fucking threw it out there into the fucking environment. Like, deal with that shit.
So, like, you sort of have each other's back, don't you, online? Like,
like we have a laugh. Like, he calls me mother, and I just say, like, I'm trying to fucking socialise you to not be a knobhead. But you know what I mean, I
But
can see the good in him, and he does get a lot of, you know, where people do a pile on him. Like he's had months and months of people just piling on him, you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a sort of reaction back a lot of the time what Nathan does. You know what I mean? It's sort of a response to a response, if you get it.
So, would you ever go on Tyrone's panel?
No, I wouldn't, to be honest,
Right.
because, and I'll tell you for why. You know what I mean? I don't get on with a lot of the people that goes on with Tyrone, so I wouldn't go on for that. And also, you know what I mean, I don't think Tyrone really likes me anyway, so I'm not going to go somewhere to go and cause shit. You know what I mean? If I know that I don't get on with a circle of people or that the host don't like me, I'm not going to sit in there. And it's a bit like going sitting in your enemy's house, and not saying he's my enemy, but you just wouldn't do it, would you? You know what I mean? You'll sit in your mate's house, but you won't go and sit in a pub where, you know, like everyone fucking won't want you to be there.
What about
like-
Sparky?
It's
Sparky.
like sending Sparky, I would do. You know what I mean? I've spoke to Sparky since the early days. You know what I mean? Because obviously he used to do Sparky's Shack, so that's when I started going in Sparky's. But like again, I don't know all the beef that goes on between them, because I know like certain
That's
people
it,
don't like Sparky, do they?
There's all sorts going on over there, like on there, because I do know a lot of the people in there, but they have totally different shit going on, don't they? Like,
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Usually in the morning, I'm in Flavours, and that's usually when Tyrone goes live. So I don't watch any of that. And for the last month, I've literally religiously either been gardening or painting.
I've seen Welsh Ben on someone's panel today as well. I thought, what? Can't remember who it was now.
I thought he was going to prison him.
You don't know what I believe with Welsh Ben. You know?
I still can't believe it. And then I don't want to say the name now in case I get it wrong, but wasn't it that Scotch Edgar or something that went to prison? Like someone said he's out in like 70 days, and I was just like, I thought he was getting like 12 years. Like that only happened like, was it this year or last year? Last year,
5
wasn't it?
years he got. 5 years he got. So he must have been nearly done like 2. He's done 2 or 2 and a bit.
Right. It don't even seem that long, does it? It seems like last year when that happened, when he got nicked.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone was like, no way, he's out in 70 days. And I was like, fucking hell, it's quick.
Yeah. Did you catch any of
for the rest of the night? You're going to try and have an early one tonight with hospital tomorrow?
You know what? I have gone overboard these last few days. Like I've watched quite a bit of YouTube. I've jumped on a few panels. I've been in chats. I think I've got one more night of it, and then I'll chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
People get fed up with you, you know. People get fed up with you, right? When you go on panels and that. Even after a few days, they'll say, "Oh, fucking hell, not him again." Oh.
Panel
whore. So yeah, but tonight I'll probably watch Northern Kings. Yeah.
So you're definitely going live then tonight? At least I'll have something to listen to while I'm painting.
Already set that up, I think.
Right.
That'll just be madness, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's starting to get that way, isn't it? But it depends if you want to carry on that way, isn't it? Or whether you just want it to be more chilled. But if you're planning on sort of trying to monetize it, you're never going to be able to monetize it. But I've always said that from our side. Because of all the people and the way we all talk, we'd probably ruin most channels of getting monetized.
You were like one of the originals, or weren't you? Like go right back to like Cody.
Yeah.
I don't see.
I think everyone gives me shit from that, but there's so many other people that are on here that's how I know them from. You know what I mean? And back in the day, Moon, that was literally the only live going, you know what I mean? There was probably other lives, but nobody else knew of him, you know what I mean? We only knew of that one, but nobody knew really who he was. But I think the thing that sort of drew me to him was the fact that he was a Mancunian, you know, and you're just like, oh, that's fucking mad, it's COVID, and here's another Mancunian that lives up the road.
What? So did he have his camera on, and did he have banter and that? Like,
Yeah, like it was like this. So it was like everyone had the cameras on. Everyone said the real names. Everyone told what areas they were from, what jobs they did, how many kids they had. You know, the lot. We were all transparent because there wasn't people out there wanting to go, do you know what? I've got all this beautiful information. I'm going to make your life a nightmare with it. So everyone, you know, was more transparent back then. That's how, like, you know, they originally got that picture of me. But that original picture of me, I was literally 10 days out of a nose operation, you know what I mean? And had no makeup on. But it was just like one of those. I was just chilled and comfortable and having a laugh with everyone. So our Cut. Yay. Hello, Cut, darling.
Could
we
come
good,
back with a
darling?
bang on, didn't he? He's back causing bother, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell Cut about that Lammy thing, that how he set himself up. Because he was blaming Cut, and apparently it's Lammy that did it.
Was Cut watching it, or was he on his panel?
No, Cut wasn't watching it, but obviously he was blaming Cut, wasn't he, last night for that happening? But you said before, with T&K, you've seen him do that in other chats. But he was blaming Cut for it.
Are you saying that he was doing it like deviously, like he was?
Yeah.
Was he?
So, well, he must have been, because you've said, when I said it to you about it, like no way someone took over his channel last night, and you even said you saw him do it. It was you, wasn't it, or was it T&K said that you've seen him do it in another? You've seen him do that in another channel, and I went, in all the years I've been on YouTube, I've never seen that ever happen. You know what I mean? And you were like, oh, he's done that before on like another channel, and I saw him do it to someone else the other week. And then he's blaming Cut the Supply on his live, going, this is Cut, you wanker, you know what I mean? You're doing this to me.
Is that the right Cut?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he right la at the end?
I don't know. He's quite, he speaks well. So I don't know if he'd use la.
Someone in the chat can check his channel. Has he got any subs? Has he got many subs?
Cut. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Cut's been around for years, though.
Is him, yeah. Nice one, yeah. Nice one,
Cut. He's a good guy, Cut. But that's why I was so shocked when you said I've seen him do it, and he's blaming you. He was blaming you last night, Cut, saying it was you that was doing it. But Moon's just confirmed that he's seen it do it to other people, that. But he was like trying to blag it that he didn't know what was happening to that Sam. It was him and that Sam on the panel. You know, that one that was saying, that Ginger Sam. And she's like, what's going on? How do you make it stop? And he went, hold on, I'll see if I can restart my computer. And then he was like, Cut, you wanker, this is you doing all this. But he was like blaming him for it. And then as I'm telling Moon's like, I've seen him do that himself, like to other people on channels.
We've done it a few times, yeah.
Yeah.
Few days. One of them was, I think he was Cold War, or Let's was proper taking it in, and Lammy was like, oh my God, and Let's was going, oh, what's that? That's horrible. So they were all just... It
was freaky, though, because like I said, I've been on here, 7 years or something, and I've never seen that be done. But it was like, it was almost like Stephen King or something, like, I'm gonna get you. You know, like in like a sort of voice like that. But obviously they weren't saying that. I couldn't even work out what they were saying because it was so low, the audio, that I was like, what are they saying? But because like that Sam and Lammy were talking over the voice, I couldn't even less.
It's it'll be a virtual background, that, or something like that, you know. It's
I've never watched Game of Thrones, like I said, I've only seen clip hits of it, but it just reminded me of something like that, you know, like when that Iceman comes on. I know it's not you, Cut, I knew it wouldn't be you, you know what I mean? But we're just trying to say, like, Lammy's been blaming people for him being doxed today, and apparently Lammy's doing it to himself.
Nostug will find that funny. I think he might have seen it anyway. He's been jumping up, and
I love Nostog has made me fucking chuckle so much in the last week.
He's proper put it on Larry the other day. Like, I was fucking laughing my head off. He's been dead serious in that as well, like he was.
I know, I saw like a little, someone had clipped it, hadn't they? And I was laughing at it. But he's a good character, another Mancunian. That's why I love Nos as well.
Well, that's it though. He's a Mancunian, isn't he? So
Yeah.
like, it's one of them.
But back to what you were saying, like with Cody, most people on here would have never have met each other if it hadn't been for Cody's. And once Cody's shut down, other people were like, oh, where are we going to go? All right, I'll start a channel. And then they'd either come out with a scandal or they'd get bored of it and fuck it off. And then someone else would pick up the baton and start doing lives the way it is. But back then, it was like there was always something to watch, because you'd watch, say, like Cody's, and then you'd go, right, after Cody's, like you go to another channel and then they go, right, someone's going live at 10 o'clock and then such person's going live at 12 o'clock. So each channel would like pass on a link to get to the next channel.
So let's not forget though.
Now we haven't got that. We've just got channels that are pitting against each other where they're like, I hate this channel, I hate that channel. You know what I mean? Where back then it was like solidarity, where everyone was sharing each other's channel links. It wasn't just about their channel. It was just more of a community, where it's not now. It's just.
But let's not forget Mermaid,
not
right?
Saying all you are, by the way.
Didn't it turn out he was a proper wrong though, Cody?
Oh, yeah. Do you remember that soldier, that poor soldier that died?
Lee Rigby, wasn't it? Lee Rigby.
Yeah, he was doing weird shit to him, and apparently then there was another one where I think it was a football club. He was harassing someone with a football club.
He was in with the Noonans, wasn't he? And
then, yeah, he was in with the Noonans, and then there was something like Stolen Valor. But like I said, I've never met Cody Lackey in person. I never knew of him before him. Same with Danny. Not Danny. What is it now?
Darren.
Not Danny. Darren G. Like, I'd never heard of Darren G. And I'd definitely never heard of Purple Lackey. You know what I mean? It was just all these names that I suddenly started hearing about. I knew about the Noonans, because obviously Noonans are like very popular in Manchester, but Cody obviously wasn't, because I'd never heard of him.
Yeah.
And because I'm not from Liverpool, I'd never heard of Danny G or Purple Lackey or any of Marvin Herbert. Marvin Sherbert.
Marvin Herbert.
You know what I mean? I'd never heard of all these crazy names, but then it just, you just start looking, don't you? You know what I mean? It's just boredom when you're at home and you're sick. You just watch mad shit.
I'm not gonna lie, Mermaid. I have been belly laughing like a few times this week on here, and I'm not one of them who like laughs. I'm sarcastic.
Yeah.
I get the
I must
giggles.
admit, the last few days have just stressed me out. You know what I mean? Where I've had a good few weeks where I have been like you, where you're having like a proper good laugh and enjoying yourself. But last few days have just stressed me out. Like, I don't need this fucking bullshit. Especially when you're coming in from a fucking day's fucking painting or digging up a fucking 18-foot burial plot at the bottom of your garden with a wallpaper scraper accidentally because apple roots have grown under it, ripped up your turf. You know what I mean? It's just like, I just want to chill out, mate. You know what I mean? I've literally been pulling fucking branches out of my garden for the last 6 hours. Fucking knackered.
I don't think did you ever see my live painting the wall, Mermaid?
No, what was that? Guessing painting a wall.
I did a live, right, and it was red hot outside. All it was me painting this wall, right, with the radio on. It was funny, like everyone tortures me about it now, like still to this day, like, oh, I remember when he painted that wall for 4 hours. Yeah,
but you can do anything on here, you know what I mean, and people will make you remember it for the next 20 years.
Or what about the one where I went looking for golf balls? Did you not see that one? That's another legendary one.
I've heard that joke many times where you keep on saying, like, I think it might be, is it Randy usually says about you going looking for golf balls? It's one of
There's a
them.
lag where I went
Either
out in.
Blaze or Randy. I can't remember which one.
I used to go out on a night when it was pitch black with me like neon torch, and I did a live once going like looking for golf balls. It was fucking
I
mad.
bet it's good money though. I bet it is good money though, like selling them
Got a garage
batteries.
full of
How
them.
much is a golf ball just for one golf ball nowadays?
The most expensive ones, right, that they sell for three, what was it?
Quid.
25, 30 quid for 3 balls.
For 3 balls. No wonder they fucking have young lads looking for them all over the fucking golf course.
Honestly, like, who would ever pay that money for it, though? Like, I used to sell them, like, I've sold, like, I've sold thousands and thousands of golf balls over the last few years. Not for a while, but...
I said, I bet it's bloody good money. It's 25 quid for 3 balls, and then you're selling them back like free for a tenner.
Mermaid, right, at one point, I had 8,000 golf balls, right, in the garage, and I put them on eBay, right, and some bloke rang me up. He was doing a promotion, right, for a golf course, and he wanted to fill one of these big, or 2 of these big, massive baskets up with balls, but he wanted them to look nice, but they didn't have to be good. Mate, he took them all off me. They filled the back of his, like, Navarro van. It was just full of golf balls.
I could just imagine opening the boot and them all just like rolling all over the fucking floor, or opening the garage door and them just storming the street like fucking a snowball fight.
600 quid.
Jesus, that's good money, that.
And that was just from me taking the dog out every night.
You made 600 quid from it.
Oh, we've had some...
What was it? I can't read.
When we were dating,
taking businesses to steal from, he had night vision goggles on. Do you know, though, it sounds really bad that I'm going to laugh at this, but my granddad was a golfer, and he always used to say, I want to just die on the golf course, and he actually did, and I just went, all the fucking doctors that go on the golf course, and not one of them managed to stop his heart attack.
Oh, I love my golf. That's why I like
Danny G. A golf membership now.
Oh, God. At my local one now, if I wanted to just go and join now, I'd have to pay a joining fee of about 200 quid. And about 600 quid a year. That would entitle me to go and play whenever I wanted, like, for free.
Yeah.
3 days a week. So
I suppose you've got you paid a lot of that for the grounds maintenance, you know what I mean, to keep the green sort of good.
If you're playing every day, you're getting your money's worth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, especially if you're retired like my granddad, that was like his thing.
Hey, you know what? The all think I'm obsessed in here, Mermaid, with Danny G, right? Obviously. And that's the first time I've mentioned him there in 1 hour 47 minutes.
How have you not been golfing with him?
No, that's on my bucket list, like, around with Danny G.
On your bucket list. We're all going to write to him, like, Jim will fix it. Like, please make it possible for our friend Moon.
Oh, we've all got this little thing.
Like, can you fix it for us to make Moon get on the golf course with Danny G?
Don't you watch him?
I've watched bits of him, but mainly from TNK. But if you do go golfing with him, every time you get a birdie, instead of shouting birdie, can you go Ambrosia or Valhalla? Skull.
He does that now. When he gets a birdie, he does a bird like over the green, like.
Oh,
he's weird.
fuck it up. Flapping around.
Northern King doesn't like him anymore. He thinks he's boring.
He's boring. Didn't you know?
He's gold, man, at the minute.
What crazy shit has he been doing lately then?
Oh, he does crazy shit every day. You know what? I'm only unblocked off his golf channel. I went in there today, right? Is
Mrs. Moon going to get a dedication for your birthday when it's your birthday and get Danny G to do one of them cameos for you?
Well, I think it was 3 days on the trot a couple of months ago. I think this is why I got blocked. Someone in the chat, like Randy said in the middle of his round, Randy said, can you please shout out my good friend's birthday, Fly Me to the Moon? He's a big fan. So he did, right? He stopped his golf and he was like, oh, Flammy the Moon. Next day, Zeus did the same thing, right? And he went,
Oh, fuck you.
yes, happy birthday, Flammy the Moon. It's like, and then someone else tried to do it on the third day. He blocked us.
Oh, he does come out with some mental shit though.
Jim, you can have 5 minutes because we're
Yeah, Jim, you come and take my
Same-
place because I really
same
need to
bit,
go and start this painting. In my head, I was like, I'll come on for 15 minutes and just say hello. And then I was cut myself off to 9 o'clock and going out there, start painting. It's 9:22 and I'm still not. So now I'm
That's
giving
what
myself till
happens.
9:30 and then I'm fucking myself off.
what happens when people come on panels with me, you know what I mean?
That's why I try and do like cleaning in
Right, all
between, like doing stuff, you know what I mean? Or
I
I'll
went
put
on
my
Flavors
headphones
the
on
other
and go
day for 10
gardening.
minutes. About 3 hours later. Oh, have you seen that new fella? King, you've seen him, haven't you? That Steve from Durham.
Yeah.
That just
He tried
sounds
to
like a
tell me.
mental person in itself. Steve from Durham.
You know, he sounds like he sounds a double of Gamer. You know, Gamer.
Oh, does he?
He just sounded
From
a bit
that
like
way
him.
though.
He's he is.
He
Gamer's
tried
just
to
a
tell me
mentor.
today he's from Ingleby Barwick.
Mm,
That's like just up 2 mile away from here. I said, you're not from Ingleby Barwick. He went, I am. And anyway, I said, what's the school called in Ingleby Barwick? He went, but he wouldn't tell us, like.
Yay, Jim. You good, darling.
Fucking about time, like 7 minutes you've got to me, pal.
7 minutes. He was counting and everything.
Fucking
Put his
7
mic
minutes.
right down.
No,
Put his
that's
mic
too
right
long.
down.
6
He was going to
minutes.
give you till 10 minutes till he was going to punch the screen like James does his worktop.
All right, man.
he
Sorry,
goes, I
Jim.
think my phone a lot.
But I hope you get on all right tomorrow, man, because fucking hell, it'll be torture. You'll be worse than that Dan Riley if you've got a dodgy air. Like, it'll be never ending. So I hope that you get the all clear tomorrow. Just say, look, it's just in your head, some shit like that, man. You're all right. Get back to work. Just that's a wee bit of support. My wee cut. Is it a cameo? I want 20 quid. I want 20 quid for that shout out of support for my pal.
Will you do that for
I'm
with
us?
not
you,
as busy
Jim.
with the cameos as Danny G. You want me to get Danny G get a shout out? I'll pay for that. 3 quid or something. I can afford 3 quid. Make sure
Yeah.
you're all right tomorrow, pal. I'm
Jim,
more worried
you know-
than him. I'm more worried than him, like. Because you ken the torture we'll get, King, man. With him fucking banging on about it for fucking ages. Oh, my ear, him. I kind of like same with that Dan Riley cut, man. Because it's just a repeat. You got to repeat.
They got
So-
one leg.
I wish
Well,
You
him
got
all the
no.
two
best
legs.
tomorrow.
Look down and count them.
I wish him all the best tomorrow.
That's why I sympathise with Dan, because I knew one day something like that could happen to me, and like look what's happened.
Well, the thing is,
I've
I
got
felt dead sorry
arthritis.
that day he had a
I've
breakdown, but then
fucking-
someone told me it was a
Fucking man,
come
I've
down
got
afterwards.
I've got spondylitis in the back. I didn't moan about it. I had it when I was 26. I got one of the MRI scans, and I still went out and fucking worked like fuck, man. Because the doctor's like that. The best thing for it is work. That's what he said to me.
Best
Just
thing for
fucking
what?
ignore the pain and all that you're in, man.
What, a
Get out
dead
there.
arm.
You're a young
Go to
laddie.
work.
Get out there and fucking put a shift in.
Yeah.
Done it, man.
Yeah, but that's
Right,
how
okay.
doctors were back then. It's like, do you remember when doctors used to be able to smoke in their own surgeries?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like work.
on telly from 30 years ago, and the
Yeah.
old copies were
It's
all
like, I
smoking in there,
can't
like,
believe, like, teachers used to be able to have bottles of booze, like, in the staff room, you know what I mean? Any of us kids could have got that.
yeah, Mangjank's been on fire lately.
Well,
Like, he's had
Bruce.
me in stitches, Mangjank.
No, mate. Come on.
For some
Right,
of
when's
his
the
crap,
big show
he's
starting?
on.
For? We've got 4 minutes to go. I'll just keep on here.
I know, we always get a countdown off Jim. He starts looking at the clock about an hour before, like, counting
You
down.
need to get rid of that Craig King, man. Come on,
Yeah.
right up.
Who?
Born bastard. That fucking opinionated prick that doesn't like it.
You know, you prick.
Doesn't feel like him.
Opinionated
Doesn't
fucking
feel like
man.
him.
And what? Let's says he's a born bastard, man. I'm like, go on yourself, let's man.
Oh, I like Les, bless
Ah,
him.
Lex is a fucking
I think he
Lex is
gets a lot of hate for, you know what I mean? Like, I think he struggles
Yo.
to sort of explain things.
I thought he was
GC,
running
I'll
about
have to
in a
write that
real
one
car.
down
He's
there.
got one of the
100%.
remote control cars, and he's like, I came at the pub.
Brilliant.
I came at the pub, and I was driving my remote. I thought he was talking about an RC, a real car. It was a remote
Well,
control
so did
car.
I when he said he crashed into someone.
Mentally, who takes herself to the, who takes a remote control car to the pub?
That's a whole lot different than a real car if someone just crashes a little toy car into your ankles. I thought he'd actually hit two people with a real car, you know what I mean?
No, he did. He hit he won someone over as well, and he's good.
Crashed into someone.
Like, 3 times he's been done for drink driving, he's waiting to get done again. What the fuck?
So it was a proper car then, not a toy car, not a remote control car. Like.
He's run someone over with his toy car, and he's run someone over in his proper car, and he took off. He ran them over and took off.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Didn't
He got caught. No, he never got caught. He never got caught. He seen him in the pub a couple of months later and bought him a pint.
Okay.
Put him in a coma.
He's a fucking young lad.
What the fuck, man?
So who's supposed to be going live at 9:30 then?
Yeah, we've got a minute left.
2 minutes. We've got
a
the
minute.
countdown. Get the
Yeah, but
countdown.
which one of you is going live?
Mermaid, big
Mermaid's
respect,
good,
man,
right.
for jumping on.
We've got
Is it
15
live, right?
minutes. Wait a minute, man. What time you going live at, King?
Make 9:45 afternoon.
Huh?
9:45. We've got Look, you've got
Oh,
Jim
do
Smith.
We've got plenty of time, Jim. We've got plenty of time, Jim.
You've got Jim Smith for another
Do another 10 minutes.
fucking
Where's Bob
17
Cart?
minutes, dude.
Where's Bob Cart? He was going in on me last night. He wanted me on the panel at 2 o'clock in the morning, like, for some reason.
There was going to be hello. I don't think it was 2 o'clock in the morning, like, no.
He said, if you don't jump on, I'm just gonna put it out there. He said, I'm just gonna put it
Somebody
out
was
there.
stealing
Everything
his
if you
pigeons. The
don't
only
jump
way
on.
Bob's up at 2 o'clock in the morning if somebody's fucking stealing his pigeons.
Yeah.
They can't fly away. Everybody cuts like that. Because they can't fly. They're no fucking racing pigeons, are they? They're kind of wee snobby fucking prancy looking pigeons that go to shows and all that
I
shit.
reckon Bob might have been the Baconator. Do you reckon?
They fly away like.
Maybe, maybe.
Can anyone in the chat who like there's quite a few in, can anyone remember an account called Baconator and Baconator 2? There could be someone in the chat now.
That could be.
That
Do you know
weird
who I
account.
thought that was
Mank
originally?
Dank, I reckon
Shuffling.
it's that Mank Dank character. I reckon it's him. Like,
Well, I racked my brains for months over that, and I still don't know what it is. It was somebody who was watching my live, and there wasn't even that many in, but it's someone who watched that live, because you wouldn't go back to that live. It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go back to any of your lives if you didn't catch them live. They're not worth watching, man.
I know. And who would think of like screenshotting when I show a photo, like for a second? Do you know what I mean?
Weirdos. That's
There must
how.
have been sat right there.
ken how good I'm at with it. I didn't even ken how to take a screenshot. That's how fucking good I'm at. Like you've
Jim,
got
you've
fucking all these screenshots. I've got fucking screenshot for Lambie's fucking asking that. Cuts guy, did I tell you that Cass was a troll 3 years ago? And I'm like, fucking hell, I can't remember what I done yesterday.
Yeah,
Fucking
but
3
if
years ago.
if you thought someone was a troll, Jim, would you carry on being mates with him?
That's what I'm saying. He sat with all these cunts all
He
along.
said that he didn't trust me, but he was having 2-hour conversations with me and gave me his address for a heat pad. So
You
that's how
knocked him
much he
back, man.
didn't trust me.
You knocked him back, Mermaid, and he's on the fucking rebound. And it's out of order. Fucking, I'm talking about you and all that. He's just, why is he not talking about that fight now? Irish cunt that stole
Well,
£5 grand.
that's what I've said. His deflection. He's coming at
He
me
sent
and
him an
Peggy.
electric blanket, man, and he's picking on you. That cunt robbed him of £5 grand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jim, all that stuff's for Northern Kings. He loves all that stuff. He says whatever you
You're
do, don't.
scared, man, because that's your pal, innit? Forgot about that, man. Sorry, King.
He says to me, you keep sitting on the fence, man, so it goes off on
He's a
mine.
horrible cunt, man. He's turned into a troll. If he wasn't a troll before, He's fucking turned into
Kicking
a
tables and chairs
Oh,
over
no,
in your lounge as we speak.
well, tax, whatever you want to call it, man. Two knob jockeys together, like, and I was laughing like fuck when I found it. Like, I thought I was funny as fuck. Same with all this Lindsay Kilpatrick. I'm like, they'll all fall out and they'll all fall out. And I'm sitting back here smoking some good weed, drinking some good Caribbean rum, man, and laughing like fuck about it.
Jim's
Oh,
definitely
bloody love
wants to
you,
join
Jim.
on your panel tonight, King. He'll probably jump
But
on
it's
King's
better than
panel and he won't
EastEnders
say a
and
word.
fucking,
That's what he does.
it's better than EastEnders, Neighbours, Home and Away. All these
Because I turn him
programs
down.
together, man. It's fucking better
Yeah.
than a lot of them, man.
Forgot about that. Here, did you know, King, right? Because I had his mic set right low before, right? It automatically keeps it at that volume every time you bring him on.
Yeah.
Robbed them,
See,
taxed them.
everyone was saying last night, can you just turn him up to number 5? It goes up to 100. And
Exactly.
Well, you turn me
Oh,
down if you want, man. I couldn't get
he
a
does
fuck.
sound a lot. He's better in the chat, isn't he, Jim? Good in the chat.
Jim is he's funny in the chat.
Sue changed his name to Moon's Boss anyway. Is he still called Moon's Boss?
Boss, man. Well, you're a boss, man.
It was
Yeah,
not like
when you want rid of him, you just change his name to something really gay. You can't handle it.
Jim Smith's no friend.
So
It's come to be quiet a few times. He gets in the huff and to himself.
What was that?
I know,
Is
but
it
he
just
doesn't
telling you
talk to you for about 2 weeks, and he just slags you off for
No, wait
about
a
2
minute,
weeks.
till I fucking... Man, shut the fuck up, you cunt. Wait till I hear what you said. What did you say there?
I see
Right, tell me who's going live soon because I need to go and do this painting before it gets like moonlight.
I'm live in 10 minutes.
And put the paint on the wall.
T&K.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, brilliant.
Right, so what you saying, King? What did you
Bring
say?
it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen in on my headphones, but obviously I'll be watching, but I'll be painting, so I'll start
one,
typing when I'm
innit?
done. But good chatting
Nice
to you
one.
all, guys. Anyway, and
Yeah.
I'll watch yours in a bit. Then the T&K. Jim,
Yeah,
you
right,
better go
yeah.
live soon, dude.
See you in a bit. I'm
Take care, guys.
See you later.
I can't get the views, man. That King cunt's doing them all for me.
Jim, what I was saying is, I like Jim Smith, man. I don't know why you keep slagging him off and kicking him off the panel. That's what I said, Jim.
Ah, no, man. I was wondering why that. I thought you said you
I don't know.
No, Moon was saying he turned you down on that.
Nah, you're not kicked
Just
off
having
the
Jim in your chat is bad enough, you know what I mean? Like I'll get slaughtered for having Jim on my panel, like,
Oh, can you hear him?
Getting slaughtered for like.
you know what I mean?
Don't even
Yeah,
talk
no.
about it like that, Jim.
So boring.
Getting out with shit if you're friends with Jimbo.
You can get to sleep when they're can you get that sleep deprivation.
It's like Steve McGeary if you're friends with Steve
Jim
McGeary.
Smith comes on, you can't get to sleep with Jim Smith, like, because
I've known people say to me, look, it's me or Steve McGeary.
So we Hinky Lambie, man. Let's talk about Moon's pal.
Well, we discussed that earlier on, Jim.
No, we've not really discussed it, man.
And you can talk about that.
He said that I says you shit. Ken what I done? I left a
With
comment.
someone else's.
And Nostog asked him to fucking put his channel list. You've got like Jim. I've got 2 channels, Jim Smith 1 and Jim Smith 2. So Nostog's like that. Just shows it the new. Fucking put your channel all the channels.
Randy still.
And he wouldn't do it, man. So I was like, you shut yourself when he asked that. And he's like, Jim Smith, you shite in a bag.
Oh, what have you done?
Fuck,
What's he been doing, King?
33 minutes it takes Jim Smith to go up there in his pit car. And the bridge is free.
He's muted up. I'll ask him, Mossberg. What have you done, like? No, he doesn't block people, to be honest.
That cunt is fucking fighting Irish. He admitted it ages ago when it first came out. Definitely.
Yeah, in like 3 nights. 3 nights on TNK's last 3 lives. I think I turned one person out for 5 minutes.
You did?
In 3 nights. And that was like somebody who was doxing, you know what I mean?
No.
It's crazy. Crazy behaviour. What's happening, Pablo?
Yes, man.
Big up, mate. I'll just do a few big ups in the chat, mate.
I hope that
Big up Mank Dank, mate.
Mank Dank, if that wanker
Right,
pit-
77, mate.
Bank, keep it.
T1.
Fucking keep it, mate.
All right, mate.
Wish you'd go for to put 10 grand in James Smith.
Big up, mermaid.
Am I on fucking mute here?
I jumped off there. Was he having a go at me there? Because I had it right down. Was he having a go at- What was he saying, like?
He just said, am I on mute here? Then jumped off. No,
think
Jim,
you
you
might-
went on mute there. It was loud.
I could hear him, but I couldn't understand what he was saying, like.
He took the off from me the other night. No, I thought it might have been last night. He took off.
We'll go and have like a pizza or something now, or a tatty, some roasty and tatties or whatever it is they have.
Hold yourself down a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fancy turn them down, man. Fancy fucking turn them down. Jim, I would never do that to you, mate. I would never do that to you.
What is it about the Scots? Like, they just don't get on, do they? They don't get on with each other, do they? We notice now.
They're not like the Scousers, like.
Oh,
Scousers don't get on together.
Yeah. It's all mad, like.
I know, mate. I know.
I couldn't eat that mince and tatties, me, like.
They've had mince and tatties before, like.
I don't like that mince, mince and onion.
I don't like it either.
Nothing worse than that. It smells like sweaty armpits.
What does your armpit smell like?
Not mine. I mean, like when you're at work and it smells like onions and that. Somebody else says.
No, you mate.
Right, mate, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Oh, look at OG. Comes right in as soon as I'm finishing. We'll have to continue it on Northern Kings, like.
Yeah, 5 minutes I'll be live. Right, I'll see you in a bit. I'll see you over mine.
All right, mate. I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit, brother. Yeah, man. Oh, look at that, right? You couldn't write it, could you? Look at the shiner on that there. Looks like that one Masters had. Remember that one what Masters had on his nose? Oh. But his was right central there, like mine. Because I'm going to a wedding on Saturday, it always happens, doesn't it? I'll just ask Mossberg for some makeup tips. He'll do a good concealer, won't he? Hey. Right. I must have been all right tonight if Louise is still up, like, Jesus. Mossberg will try and get Mossberg unblocked, like anyone in the chat, unless he's done something really bad. When you go in TNK's chat, just say unblock Mossberg. Then let her behave yourself, mate. Right. Song time, innit? One's for PD. Big up the PD. PD and the 1% crew.
Bass. Vision, dreams of passion. And all the while I think of you. A very strange reaction. The more I see, the more I do. Something like a phenomenon. Baby. Telling your body to come along. But white lines blow away. Blow. Rock. Blow. Ticket to ride, White Line Highway. Tell all your friends they can go my way. Pay your toll, sell your soul. Pound for pound, costs more than gold. The longer you stay, the more you pay. My white lines go a long way, either up your nose or through your vein, with nothing to gain except killing your brain. Higher, baby. Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. And don't ever come down. Freebase. Ring dang ding dang dang. Ring dang ding dang dang. Ring dang ding dang 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 dang. Pure as the driven snow. And now I'm having fun, baby. It's getting kinda low. Cause it makes you feel so nice. I need some one-on-one, baby. Don't let it blow your mind away. Baby. Go to your little hideaway. Cause white lines blow away. Blow. A million magic crystals painted pure and white. A multi-million dollars almost overnight. Twice as sweet as sugar, twice as bitter as salt. And if you get hooked, baby, it's nobody else's fault, so don't do it. Higher, baby. Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. And don't ever come down. Freebase. Don't you get too high. Don't you get too high, baby. Turns you on. You really turn me on and on. Cause you gotta come down. My temperature is rising. When the thrill is gone. No, I don't want you to go. A street kid gets arrested. Gonna do some time. He got out 3 years from now just to commit more crime. A businessman is caught with 24 kilos. He's out on bail and out of jail, and that's the way it goes. K, sugar, K. Athletes rejected, governors corrected. Gangsters, thugs, and smugglers are thoroughly respected. The money gets divided, the women get excited. Now I'm broke and it's no joke. It's hard as hell to fight it. Don't buy it. Freeze. Rock. Freeze. Rock. Freeze. Rock. Freeze. Rock. Freeze. Rock. Freeze.
See you all in Kings, everyone. Randy, get your shit together in the chat tonight.